Let's talk about that 2008 recession. What caused that?
I mean, '08 was really kind of a credit crisis wrapped inside a housing crisis, right? Lending standards got too loose. People were put into loans they couldn't afford. Prices ran up too fast. And then when values dropped, foreclosures kind of exploded. I think the biggest difference is there was a massive surplus of homes, too much inventory, too much risky debt, and too many distressed sellers kind of all at once.
Yeah, like The Big Short, the movie, right? Why can't or why cannot it happen now, do you think?
Well, I never say things like can't, but I think
Okay,
like
may.
unlikely. I think the setup is pretty different, right? Today's problem is not too many homes. In fact, it's generally still not enough homes, especially affordable entry level homes. We still have a lack of homes being built. Like the estimate from when builders stopped building in '08 to now is that we're still short anywhere between 3 and 6 million homes across the US. Add to that most homeowners today have a lot more equity and many are locked into kind of low fixed mortgage rates. That makes forced selling just a lot less likely.
What other factors might play in here, Rick? Lead times and so forth.
Well, I mean, builders can't just flood the market overnight, right? Land is expensive, labor is tight, financing is expensive, all those things, right? Add to that they got to start building 2 years beforehand, and flooding the market doesn't seem like it's going to happen. Recent housing start data showed single family construction falling, with builders still dealing with all those high rates and tariff stuff. So even if demand were to soften, supply is not suddenly going to go up the way it did before '08.
Can you talk about the Portland market in regards to this, the concept, how it might play out here?
Yeah, in Portland, we're not, currently we're not in a runaway seller's market like in 21, but we're also not drowning in homes. In fact, there's a housing crisis in Portland. The latest Portland Metro numbers show inventory around 3.1 months, with the median sales price around 550. I mean, it does mean buyers have more choices right now and more negotiating room, but we're way below what we would need to have any kind of softening.
That's fair. So bottom line on the housing market, likely not going to lead to another great recession.
Oh, I just don't think so. I mean, like I said, I never say never, but housing could definitely kind of stay in the lower transactional volume, and affordability is definitely still a problem. But another '08 style crash would require a number of things: bad loans, lots of forced sellers, huge inventory. Right now, we just don't have that combination, right? So the bottom line is housing may not have huge appreciation in the coming years, but it does not look like the same kind of ticking time bomb that caused the Great Recession.
All right, Rick, terrific perspective. Thanks again.
Yeah, thanks.
That's Rick Sadle, real estate expert with Keller Williams Realty and SadleRealEstate.com. I'm Brett Reckamp. FM News 101 KXL is Portland's #1 source for news and information.